Have you ever heard a story where justice seems completely out of reach? Well, we're diving into one today. It's about a village so terrorized by a thief that the law itself is totally powerless. This desperation forces our hero to look for a solution that literally defies time itself.
So let me ask you this. What if there was something, just a simple object, that could strip away every single lie? In a world where a thief's best weapon is deception, that's not just a fantasy. It's the core idea of this story, where a simple spoon becomes the ultimate undeniable lie detector.
Okay, so every great story needs a great villain, and ours is a guy named Madhav. Now, Madhav isn't just a thief. He's more like a phantom. He's so good at what he does that it's bred this dangerous arrogance in him, and it's left his entire village feeling completely and utterly hopeless.
I mean, this guy moves like a ghost. He leaves no clues, no traces, nothing. He's pulled off countless thefts, and there's never been a single piece of evidence to tie him to any of them. For the people in the village, this is more than just frustrating. It's like this constant, suffocating fear hanging over their heads every single day. Back at his home, though, you see a completely different picture. Madhav is bragging to his wife, Radha, even calling his crimes a job. He's totally blinded by his own success. But Radha, she sees the storm coming. She warns him, but what's his response? He just dismisses her. In his mind, he's absolutely 100% untouchable.
And Madhav's arrogance? It has devastating, real-world consequences. His latest victim is a man named Sukhdev. See, his daughter Gauri is about to get married, and Madhav steals her entire dowry. For Sukhdev's family, this isn't just about money. No, this is a social catastrophe that puts their daughter's whole future on the line.
So the villagers, led by a desperate Sukhdev, they all go to the police. I mean, everybody knows it was Madhav, but when he's confronted, he just scoffs at them. He's like, "Where's your proof?" He dares them. And without it, their accusations mean nothing. He just walks away, not just a free man, but a man who is openly mocking the very system that's supposed to protect them.
So with the law completely failing them, a new player enters the scene. And with him comes this tiny spark of hope. Not from any official institution, but from a forgotten, ancient legend.
This is Atul, Sukhdev's son. He comes home from the city and finds his family just shattered. And seeing their pain, it just fills him with this incredible resolve. He refuses to stand by and do nothing. He makes a solemn promise. He will expose this thief and restore his family's honor, no matter what it takes.
As Atul is trying to figure out what to do, a village elder approaches him, and she tells him this old forgotten story from her own family, a tale about a king named Raja Vikram. She talks about a legendary artifact, a magical spoon, a gift to the king from a sage. And this spoon wasn't for eating, it was for revealing the deepest truths hidden in a person's heart.
And get this, the magic is anything but subtle. The rules are very specific. First, you feed someone with the spoon. Instantly, a physical change starts. Their face actually contorts, becomes misshapen, and the golden spoon itself turns black. But the real power is in that final step. The person is hit with this uncontrollable urge to confess every single crime they have ever committed.
So a magical spoon that forces confessions? I mean, that's the perfect solution. But of course, there's a catch. The spoon is lost. It disappeared centuries ago. And just like that, our story transforms from a village crime drama into an epic quest through history itself. You see, the old woman's story has this dark twist. The spoon vanished because it was stolen by a corrupt prince named Ashok. He knew that if his father, the king, ever used that spoon on him, all of his treachery would be exposed and he'd never get the throne. So he stole it, paving his way to power with a lie.
Absolutely desperate, Atul goes to the ruins of the ancient palace. And there, a sage appears, confirms the legend is real, and makes an incredible offer. He can send Atul back in time, not just to any time, but to the exact moment before the spoon was hidden. The warning, though, is chilling. If Atul fails, or if he gets caught, he will be trapped in that era forever.
Atul accepts the risk. It's his only shot. In a dizzying flash, he finds himself standing in the ancient palace. Hiding in the shadows, he sees Prince Ashok holding the golden spoon and overhears his plan. He's going to hide it where no one would ever think to look, among the thousands of ordinary utensils in the royal kitchen. And that is the one piece of information Atul desperately needed.
Atul grabs the spoon, and in an instant, he's pulled right back to his own time. He did it! He has the tool for justice. Now, all that's left is the final confrontation with the untouchable Madhav.
So, Back at the police station, armed with this impossible artifact, Atul and his father lay out their plan. They call Madhav in, and just like before, he's the picture of arrogance. He actually dares the inspector, demanding proof, completely confident that there's no way they have any.
But instead of arguing, the inspector just plays along. He kind of pretends to be defeated and offers Madhav a bowl of kheer. It's a sweet rice pudding, as a peace offering. He calmly says, "Eat before you go." The trap has just been set.
Madhav, suspecting nothing, takes a single bite, and the effect is immediate and grotesque. His face twists into this monster shape, and a torrent of words just erupts from his mouth. He doesn't just confess to the dowry theft, he starts confessing to every single crime he has ever committed, all while the inspector's phone is recording his spectacular downfall.
And just like that, it's over. The uncatchable thief is caught. The impossible proof has been created. With Madhav's own words as the ultimate evidence, the balance of justice in the village can finally be restored.
The resolution is quick. Using Madhav's confession, the police recover all the stolen goods. Madhav is sent to jail, Gauri's dowry is returned, and her wedding goes on as planned. The whole village can finally breathe a sigh of relief. But then, as peace settles, the spoon, its job now done, simply vanishes into thin air.
As Atul is standing there, wondering where the spoon went, the sage appears one last time. He explains that the spoon was like an echo from another time brought to the present for one single purpose, to reveal the truth when it was needed most. Now that its task is complete, it is simply returned to its rightful place in history.
In this story, it leaves us with a really powerful question to think about. When clever criminals know how to exploit the system, when they hide behind a lack of evidence, what is the true cost of getting to the truth? The tale of the golden spoon suggests that sometimes justice requires something truly extraordinary, something that has to transcend our normal world to bring what's hidden in the darkness out into the light.